train goes off the track.
We was just, good morning, guys. We was just enjoying the music of DJ Young, and good morning, God bless. It is a weird Wednesday. It is Wednesday, October the 12th, 2020, 11 minutes after the hour. Welcome, Shawn Harvey. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. That's with Cindy J, only place on earth where you get your morning started right, guys. God bless you. That chat room is wide open, or please call in 570-982-6950. Sponsored by Comedy World Network. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you. You can easily, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team is an easy show to find. We were on just Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All the links come up. We're on all major podcast platforms. Good morning, guys. We're also on YouTube this morning as well. Thank you. And shout out to all our affiliates out there around the country. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you guys as well out there. Join us on our social media group, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. One of the hottest groups on Facebook. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you guys on a weird Wednesday. We are so excited to be here this morning. This is where you get your morning love, guys, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy J, good morning. God bless you. It's good to see you on this Wednesday morning. Good morning. I said that 3 times. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Weird Wednesday. We're going to get started with Sunny Says, where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. And we also are going to have front page news with Sunny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you do not want to miss that.
Well, thank you so much, Cindy, and you are absolutely right, guys. Don't go nowhere because you don't want to miss everything that Cindy has to offer to this show each and every morning. And thank you so much. Like my mother would say, thank God for Jesus. Cindy, before we get into the show, energy's a little low with me this morning, Cindy J. I was out and about last night doing stand-up. I was in Woodmere, New York, right outside of Queens, literally right behind the JFK airport, right on the other side of the border from New York to Long Island. And I was at this particular club. It was named Backstage. It was one of those high-end clubs that all the black folks go to in the town. And when I walked in there, that place was packed, Cindy J. And shout out to my man, Kenny Williams, one of the most hilarious comedians in the country. He was the host. And when I tell you that nothing but grown folks was in this building, Cindy, you would have loved it. You would have found your sugar daddy in this place, your uncle, or whoever in this particular location.
Well, thanks for letting me know, as usual.
And it amazed me last night that these older folks, Cindy J, was partying heavy before the comedy show and after the comedy show. So we had a great time. I want to thank everybody for showing me tremendous love last night. Special shout out to all the comedians who performed. Young lady Steph Jones performed. She was hilarious. And Mark Anthony, who's the nephew of the world famous Greg Anthony, he was the headliner of the show. And your boy Harvey, I went in there and I shared my truth. So the show was super hilarious. Thank you so much for everyone to come out. So I just shared this, Cindy, because then, of course, I got in the car and I had to make my way back to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania from the JFK area of New York City.
Oh, okay.
And Cindy, I don't know, it's becoming very difficult for me, Cindy J. And this is after I dropped it. We're going to talk about your throat in a minute. This is a pause. This is after leaving here yesterday. I dropped you off and I went home, and I wanted to rest. And I actually slept throughout the day yesterday, Cindy J, because I knew that I had to take this 2-hour drive to New York. And Cindy, I don't know if you guys experienced. I talked about this before, and I need to just. I don't know what I need help. I need suggestions, guys. Cindy, I actually was fine driving back home until I got like 5 miles away from my house. When I got off the highway, Cindy J, to drive through the town to get home, Cindy, I swear I could barely keep my eyes open.
Oh my goodness! Even after your nap?
Yes, I'm concerned. I don't know what's going on. Like before, maybe I'm an old ass neighbor. I don't know why at a certain time, Cindy, I literally struggled. Now I'm literally 2 miles away from my house. Like I'm down the block from my house. And Cindy, it was a struggle getting to my house driving. I couldn't stay. Cindy, I almost fell asleep again.
But this is like after you performed and all that?
I'm coming home. The show.
So you were tired going there?
No, I was good going there.
It was
I was
just
on the
coming
phone.
back.
It was the coming back.
Maybe it was because it was too much. You know, maybe you like overperformed, you know? Yeah. You spent more energy than you thought.
Yeah, and then after the show, I sold some merch. Like I stayed for a minute.
Yeah, that's your problem.
But this is not the first time. This has been happening lately. And I need to reevaluate. I need to change my schedule. I need to sleep. I don't know what I need to do. You guys help me out. Because that 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning thing is not working for your boy.
It's not working for you.
And I thrive in these streets. I've been in, guys, I've been in these streets all my life. I always say jokingly, I moved out of my mother's house when I was 9 years old. So I've been in these streets. I live in these streets. But I'm having a challenge with staying up, and I gotta be careful because I'm driving a motor vehicle. I don't want to get into an accident. I don't want to hurt myself or hurt anybody else. And then I said, my mother, because she says, my mother goes, I talked to my mother before I went into the club, right? So my mother goes, come here, go to sleep. And you know what I thought? I said, no, but Ma, there's no way, I gotta do this show in the morning. I gotta get back. I said, but Ma, because I'm saying, if I go to the Bronx from the Long Island area, it's gonna take me 40 minutes to even get there. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I could take those 40 minutes and keep driving westbound back out here.
Right.
So guys, if you have any kind of suggestions here for your boy. Because Lord knows I don't want to fall asleep driving. I just don't want to do it. But Cindy, the weird thing is I'm fine when I'm on the highway. When I get off the exit, Williams, I think this was William Penn is my exit, right? Off the 78, off the highway. When I get off the highway, I'm the first exit, the second exit, right? In Pennsylvania. And then I get off. And when I get into the streets, into the neighborhood, that's where I have my struggles. I'm on the highway driving 300 miles an hour, but as soon as I get on the streets, the 40-mile-an-hour road, that's when I have my struggles.
Yeah, and you know that they say that is when the most accidents happen, is when the people are closest to their home. Because at that point, maybe it's like muscle memory in your brain. You're like, oh, I'm home, I don't know. That happens to me, too.
Well, you guys, if you have any... And now the plot thickens. Now, pause, Cindy. So tonight... I got to go to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is 90 minutes in the opposite direction going into Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my little running around, and I will be in the bed at 11 o'clock this afternoon, Cindy J. And I can't cut my phone off. My mother said that, and my wife said that. Cut the phone off for a minute. There's no way I can cut off my phone. There's no way I get paid on this phone. I can't cut it off. I'm going to take a nap again and head out to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. They do a big comedy show out there once a month, and Cindy, I'm featuring for the world famous Michael Blackston tonight.
Oh, that's
so
great.
Let's see how that work out, but I'm gonna get some rest, guys. If you have any suggestions, please let me know how I can deal with this, because it's not like I leave here and there are some days I'm up the entire day, but when I work at night, I try my best to get a nap in, because I need that extra energy to make it back home. So help me out. Now, and a shout out to all you guys listening to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Thank you so much. Cindy, let's have an update on that throat before we remember, guys, yesterday, Cindy wasn't feeling well. She had the throat with the cough with no phlegm. I said I was concerned about that. And she said that she was going to take I was about to say AIDS test. There's nothing wrong with that either. A COVID test. And and I believe she'll answer a lot. And then Cindy texted me this morning. Remember, guys, I didn't go to sleep until after 3:00 this morning. Cindy texted me at 5:00, 5:30, no, 5:15 this morning. And the moment I looked at, I didn't even read the text. I just thought that it was going to be one of those, hey, I'm bailing out, I'm not feeling well text. But as y'all all know, Cindy J, and I'm going to give you a round of applause, Cindy's always a trooper. Regardless, even here, to come in here where she's 100% committed to this show, but just in her life, Cindy will show up anywhere sick like a dog. I don't know how she does it. That's another issue. So she said, Shawn, she texts me, she goes, Shawn, I need one of those rapid tests. Because we always have rapid tests in the crib because my wife is a nurse. So she always have all that stuff in the crib. And I said, okay, cool. So I'm getting ready to come here. My wife's asleep. I wake her up. I need those with the rapid test. Because I knew she had, like my wife is very organized, Cindy. This woman, like, puts things where they're supposed to be. I love her for this, right?
Yeah.
So I wake her up, but you know how when you wake somebody up, but they're asleep, but they're talking at the same time? Right. So I'm having a conversation like I need the, rapid test. Cindy's not feeling well. Blah, blah, blah. She goes, I took the last one and then went to sleep. So I immediately, Cindy called me because I called her by accident. So she called back, hey, did you call me? I said, no, I called by accident. But by the way, I'm so sorry. Tanya took the last rapid test. Cindy, can you give us, and welcome to the show, guys. We appreciate you. Are the feeders working on their social media side, Cindy?
Yeah.
Cindy, can you give us an update on that throat? Pause.
Well, the update. Well, the update on my throat is like really on fire. The thing is that when I went yesterday, they had PCR tests because I usually have them in my house, but I didn't have any more. I actually gave them to my cousin, the last ones that I had. So I went to around the corner to the CVS. They gave me a PCR test, and I was like, whatever. I thought they would have rapid tests there. They didn't. So they gave me the regular one. They said I should get it by tomorrow. So, not today, the day after today. And that's why I was like, oh, let me hit Shawn to see if he has any tests, and you don't have any. But I feel fine. It's just my throat is on fire. So now I'm leaning actually more towards strep. The reason why I went straight to COVID is because I work with people getting testing for COVID, but we have all the precautions and stuff, but you never know. So that's just where my mind goes. But I feel good, which is good, right? Well, it's just like a little cough. I haven't coughed at all this morning, but like my throat, it hurts, like it's on fire.
Okay, now the question is, here's my first question. Why the hell did you come here today? And secondly, don't you think that maybe you need to get some rest? What? Right? What do you think?
Because I feel fine.
Now,
I feel fine.
When you took the COVID test yesterday,
let's go out. What's going on, mimosas?
Yeah, but you might be a spreader right now. Now, just to give you an update with me, my throat is fine so far. Remember, I was hugging on Cindy yesterday.
Yeah, you're the one that was hugging me. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm okay so far. Now, other than crashing my car in front of somebody's house last night, I'm fine. Cindy, when you took the
what?
When you took the test yesterday, did you have to pay for that or was it free?
No, I didn't have to pay for it. No, I had to have my insurance. I think my insurance paid for it.
Right, but I'm saying, remember back in the day, it didn't matter if you had insurance or not.
Right.
Is it something different with the COVID test? Do you have to have insurance now, or do they just give that free test regardless if you have insurance or not?
No, you have to have insurance or a doctor recommendation. But why would you have a doctor recommendation if the doctor just give it to you, right? I don't know. That's what the lady said. So that's what I did. I was surprised. She was like, no, we don't have any rapids. But she was like, you can sign up for the government to send you some. And I'm like, yeah, I already know about that. We ran out. And I was like, how do we run out? So, yeah.
Cindy, you don't think that maybe you should get some rest today? And I want we all need you healthy. Now, did you do the WebMD? Why don't you just go to the doctor? Why don't you just take a moment?
Because I'm not doing all of that. I drank some ginger tea. That's probably what helped with that cough. And I chewed on some of the ginger a little bit. And I took a nap. And I'm fine right now. I haven't coughed all morning.
See, my whole concern is the fact that, good morning, guys. Welcome to the show. We truly appreciate you. I'm going to make a quick announcement. The same announcement I make every day. I'll make that in a minute. I'm just concerned because you said that your throat's on fire.
Yeah, currently right now, my throat is on fire.
So why the hell are you here? Why are you here?
I don't know. I just felt like.
Do you need to get out the house?
Yeah, because you have to get out of the house, move around, let that cold air hit your face, Maybe it's an allergy because
why don't you maybe your ass to the doctor?
Okay, I'll go today.
What do you think? Put in a more chat room.
Hopefully I get my results from the from CVS today. I'll get a text.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if they text you right now?
Yeah, it would be, and it says
positive. we listen. If you're positive right now, CJ, we don't stop.
Where can I go get a rapid right now? Who has one? Because I just want to know. I think this might be strep throat, though. Is this how strep throat starts out?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. That's why I go to the doctor all the time. I don't know.
But just take an educated guess. If you were to get strep throat, how would it feel?
I don't know. Was it your throat burn?
I've had strep throat before. It was a long, long time ago.
So how long you been feeling like this? Since yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday was day 1 of symptoms.
Guys, what do you think? You think Cindy should take a break? First of all, you need your voice. We're getting the bag with the voice.
Well, I'm glad that whatever is going on, it's happening now and not 2 weeks from now.
But why don't you won't you be on the safe side and want to get to the bottom of this so 2 weeks from now you're feeling well? Comparison to not doing anything and then getting sick? We don't want that to happen. There's a big production going on.
Shawn, there's people outside.
Huh? Hey, what's up? What's up? Come on in. Come inside. Open up that door.
You have the door locked.
Okay, that's right. Come
in.
Bring them in.
They're working.
I don't care. These guys are working.
There's people literally.
They're causing a traffic.
I'll take a picture. They're literally working outside the.
I don't know if you guys can hear the power jack sound.
So if you hear the jackhammer going on.
All right, before we get into the show, guys, do you think City should take the rest of the...
Not WM Dixon talking about me having extracurricular lady of the night activities, and that's why my throat is messed up. No. Okay?
She wished that was the problem.
Nothing's been going down this throat.
Whoa.
Okay?
That is true. Let's put a pause on that.
Water and juice.
Well, you have my condolences.
Please.
Say, do you... guys in the chat room, you think City should take the day off today, fall back tomorrow?
You're going to tell me that when I'm already here?
I'm talking about for, just moving forward. Guys, you think tomorrow's Throwback Thursday, right? Is Tamiko coming back here tomorrow?
Listen, that girl in Greece, I haven't heard from her. Back? I don't know when she's coming back. She ain't going to be here tomorrow. It's going to be you and B-Love or Amir Sealy or...
So guys in the chat room, Fig. I think you ran Fig away. Fig, I think you're hard. I think you ran Fig away. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right.
Guys in the chat room, do you think that you think I should give Cindy, should I make an executive move and
be wise with this, y'all, because you're going to be left with whatever Shawn going to do.
Hey, that's right. You're damn right. Welcome to the romper room.
So, guys, it's going to be Harvey's house.
No doubt. Guys, do you think that Cindy should go home, rest, sit out tomorrow? What do you think? How you feeling?
Not Lee Scott said, nope, you told her to come in. Don't get scared now, Unc. Look at him. His 57-year-old bones is quivering right now.
But Cindy, did I tell you to come in? Honestly,
you did. You actually hugged me and offered to give me a ride home. Like you wanted it. You want whatever this is. I got.
No one ever. Maybe I really do. Put a number one chat room if Cindy should stay home tomorrow. Put a number 2 if she should rock out. Any come in tomorrow? Any suggestions for Cindy? We need help, guys. You have one member here who continuously drives in the dark in the middle of the night and falls asleep 3 minutes away from the house. I need help from that. And then you have a young lady.
Do you take those 5-hour energy shots?
No,
Now I know
I
those
don't
are
like
kind
those
of
things.
bad for you, they say. But if you just drink half of one, I'm telling you, I swear by those things. If I take, and I don't get that like jittery feeling, I just feel like awake. I think you should get one when you drive.
I don't like those energy. I used to drink those things all the time. I don't like those things.
You know what? It's just a little shot, Shawn. It's just a little. You only need half. Listen. If I were you, I'd grab one tonight. Okay, if you falling asleep, just as an emergency.
Guys, give me some suggestions for tonight. Heading to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm opening up for Michael Blackson. Then I gotta come back home.
Why didn't you let us know Michael Blackson having a show out here? Get some tickets, get something popping.
You know how far Harrisburg's from here? It's almost 2.
So what does that matter? And I could also get a ride with you.
It's not gonna.
Like, I just think you just really don't. Just really don't care about me.
That's what.
And I'm internalizing all of this, and I'm taking all this, and I'm taking notes, and I just want to let you know that you say you're my friend.
I am your friend.
Oh, Sunny, I got you.
You're like a daughter to me.
But you over here having these big shows, and you don't even let nobody know. I can't even get in that salsa con fuego. I just don't know who you are anymore.
That's unbelievable. I care about you. I want to make sure you're okay.
Whittier last night could have found a man, but
with a sore throat.
Didn't call me. Whatever.
All right, guys.
My throat is on fire. You have like a.
I don't have anything. That's the thing. That's what I feel bad too. Whoa! What are you doing? What is that? What the? What? Do that again.
It's like because it's like I want to do that like that. Like
go
when
do
you
it.
Like clear your throat.
Go do it
like,
do the.
I don't want to irritate it. There's something.
Guys, do you have any suggestions for Cindy J here? Or we just need to put that work in to get that show in so you can get your morning started right and y'all don't give a damn.
Yeah, they don't give it to you.
You don't think they?
No, they don't care. So that's
put
fine.
a number 1 in the chat room if you don't care about what's going on with Cindy or myself, and let's get to this show. And put a number 2 if you guys do care. You think the water's working? Shouldn't you have some teas on it? What happened to the ginger tea? Where you only had one ginger tea?
No, I was drinking it all yesterday.
And one more thing before we go on with the show. We appreciate you. Yesterday, as you guys know, I said to Cindy, I'll drop her off because remember, she was in this quagmire about she didn't have a cell phone, the cell phone charger, and when we was in the car, her phone died. And then I dropped Cindy off in where she lived in the neighborhood. And Cindy did something that I don't like people do when they get out of a car. Cindy gets out of the car, obviously out of the passenger seat. I'm about to pull off. I glance down at my cell phone. I'm about to pull off, and Cindy is right in the front end of the car. I could have hit this chick.
Oh my God! Well,
why do when people get out the car, you go to the back of the car because you don't know what the person's gonna do in front of the car if they're gonna drive or not?
Okay,
Cindy, I could have hit you yesterday.
Let me give you guys a visual for the ones that can see. Shawn, where I was going was in a store that was on the left side of the street. We're rolling down the right-hand side, okay? So he stops on the right-hand side of the street. The store's over here on the left. I get out. Why would I get out and go this way to go into the store? Why would I walk down the back of the car and go to the left or whatever to go into the store? I'm getting out of the car. I'm just going to walk in front of the car over to where I have to go. Logistically, it just made sense. But see, you were so ready to just skirt off, skirt, that like you couldn't wait 2 seconds. I had just gotten out of the car.
The whole thing is...
And then he's going to yell at the car. What are you trying to get yourself killed? Like, what?
But
where are you going, bro? You just let me out. Why don't you make sure I make it safely to my destination? Take a beat.
Why don't you just, whatever, Cindy, why would you walk into front of a moving vehicle?
Because I literally just got out. Where are you going?
You're supposed to get out the car and walk behind the car or any vehicle because you don't know what that person's gonna do.
I understand that,
You
but
got
in
out
this
the car,
situation,
and another thing I saw was I looked up in the windshield and I saw your face in front of the passenger bumper, and I'm like, whoa.
but Shawn, I literally just got out of the car and I started my walk. How were you so ready to move your car in that moment? I'm shocked that you were ready to skirt like that. I was shocked. I was like, whoa, where are you going? Like, wow.
I had to get out of here. I had to take a nap. All right, guys. So listen, thank you so much for listening to the show. We truly appreciate you, man. We couldn't do this show without you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for everyone that listens to the show each and every morning. Thanks for your commitment, because we're 100% committed to what we do each and every day. So in saying that, we got a few tickets left for Sunday. Iron Mill, Sunday Night Laughs with Talent and Friends. That's Sunday, October the 16th. Doors open up at 5 o'clock, showtime 6. Y'all come on out. The New York King Talent will be in the building. Folks were purchasing tickets yesterday, and we truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all come on out. New York King Talent will be in the building. Plus, CJ Cracks, Ray Gibbs, and a few others. So y'all come on out. Let's have a good time at the Iron Mill this Sunday, October the 16th, 831 South Delaware Drive, Eastern Pennsylvania. And guys, before we get into the show, don't forget, we're right around the corner. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Teen live podcast taping at Comedy in Harlem, 508 East 117th Street in New York City, Spanish Harlem, right over there on First Avenue, over there by the FDR Drive. There's parking. There is no problem with parking. Just park right in the mall right there, and you're going to be taken care of. Your car is going to be good. We also have food and drinks available. That doesn't include the ticket price. A VIP $25, general admission $20. Y'all come on out. We making history in Harlem. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Teen, Cindy J, also Miss Miko. We'll be performing this show live in front of our audience, and you get a 3-for-1. You get the podcast, you get the comedy show, and you get the after party. And then, check this out. We're also celebrating the one and only Cindy J's birthday. Let's clap.
Oh, yes. It's going down. It's going down.
I'm still clapping.
Yeah. Yeah, Shawn. It's going to be a great evening.
So you guys come on out, see myself, Cindy, Miss Miko for the ticket. We got a lot of folks coming out. It's a good look so far. So thank you so much for the folks who are purchasing the ticket, and we appreciate you. The videographer is going to be there. The photographer will be there. DJ Hot Sauce is playing music. Hot Sauce and I, Monday, we're going to test the sound. He's going to come in here with his equipment, and we're going to test the sound. We're going to do everything right. So please, y'all come on out and let's have a good time. It's where you get your morning started right at night. Cindy. Thank you. So where you get your morning started right at night. That will be October the 27th, Cindy J's birthday.
It's going to be a great time.
It's going to be great. So, Cindy, are you excited about what's going on?
Yeah, okay. I'm so excited.
Good, there you go. All right, enough of that. Let's get into this whole thing.
Enough of that.
God bless you. Everybody, let's put the prayer emojis in for Cindy J's sore throat.
Yeah, they gave some good suggestions. W.M. Dixon.
What he said?
I'm not sure what it is, but he said have an onion brulee or something. I have no idea.
What is that?
He said gargle with salt water.
Did you do that?
Drink honey. I didn't gargle with salt water. I should do
That's
that.
That's old school.
I know, and I know that. I just didn't. Honey and lemon, the good stuff. So yeah, thank you. What was it you said? W.M. Dixon. He said onion something.
So you didn't do the basics, the honey
did.
and the.
I did. What? I told you I used the raw ginger. I put lemon in it. I put some turmeric in it, and I put honey.
So, but
and
you
the honey I had when I just took a tablespoon of honey without anything, like
just
put
honey
it in my mouth. Yeah.
And you didn't do the old school warm water with the salt.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you need to do that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That might clear everything up.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. So let's get into a prayer emojis for Cindy. And shout out to DJ Younganut, Cindy J, who's who his first mix is rocking in Rochester, New York. They are loving you up there, young and up. We keep up the good work, and we truly appreciate you. We only can play 30 seconds of it on this format, but we definitely appreciate what you're doing, and we do our part to get everybody's name out there. So we want to get Young and Nut's name out there in Rochester, New York, and beyond. So thank you so much, brother. Cindy, come on, let's go, because I gotta take a nap. I got Cindy. I got a nap. You're getting old man Harvey. I got a nap. The swag is tired. We got to get this thing over with so I can go to sleep. Everybody, the ambassador's on the phone. Let's clap Vanetta George. Come on.
Hey, Vanetta. Welcome.
Good morning. First of all, Senny, you also should not be partaking in extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean, puff, pass, because that will actually irritate your throat more.
Yeah, Vanetta, I know all that.
What else? No, listen to Vanetta.
That's probably why her throat is. See, I'm calling in with concern. So, okay, so that's probably why your throat is on fire.
I don't think so. It's this.
Really? Because one time, Jared, my son he was real sick, and I told his stupid self not to be smoking, and he did, and he was laying there rolling around in pain because his throat was on fire.
Not over there rolling around in pain.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on, Vanetta. So, Cindy, are you smoking the weed?
Of course you
Are you? Not really, not as much.
But did you smoke yesterday?
A little bit.
So, Cindy, wait a minute. So, I'm sharing. Hold on, Vanetta. I'm so concerned about you, and you.
That's
what makes you.
Weed. That's what makes you feel better. It takes away the pain.
All right, go ahead, Vanetta. Go ahead. Continue on.
Really, Senny?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and then the second thing, because I don't know if Senny saw my comment, but Princess Cox is in Facebook jail since yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in there for like 3 days. He commented, he replied to something Shawn said yesterday, and it landed him in Facebook jail. And he can't use the alternate page because Facebook caught on and linked them together.
Are you serious?
That's so funny.
And I'm not laughing at you, Princess, because he could see the show and he can see the comment, but he can't respond.
Are you serious?
Prentice, you have to get a VPN. Make another profile.
Don't say that.
He's blaming Shawn for this one. But he's in Facebook jail. So he's been seeing, you guys well wishes and stuff. It's just hilarious that they link the pages together. That's what has me.
Let's put everybody in the chat room.
Hilarious.
Let's put the prayer emojis in for our beloved Princess Cox No Pause Black Heart first chat room member.
Words of encouragement. He needs it. He's hurting right now. He's like, oh my God.
No wonder what he said.
He said, because he was talking about, I think you were talking about if you were like the boss of the world or whatever, with that guy that killed that girl, and he said he should be stoned.
That was Prince's remark.
Yeah,
and they
put that in the comments. He should be stoned.
Right, and then he landed
like
he landed in in the
Listen,
what's
that's
the
what
basketball player
happens.
name in Russia? What's the name again?
Brittany Griner.
No, he's been grindered.
I see what happens when y'all step into Harvey's house. Okay, don't let Shawn get you all riled up out here.
Right.
Don't let it happen to you. Thank you though, Vanetta, for that, and I will definitely take that into consideration.
Vanetta, I think that the way she's saying that right now, I think you're discarding everything that Vanetta's saying. You're hitting her with.
No, I'm not discarding. No, because I know that too.
Cindy, why do folks, when they're sick, they smoke the weed when they shouldn't smoke it? Well, what's that about?
I'm not saying you shouldn't.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, why do folks do that?
Because it makes you feel better.
How does it make you?
And it makes you go to sleep.
Yeah, but not when it has to do with your throat, though. Because when you're taking that smoke, when you're smoking, it does irritate your throat more, Cindy.
Yeah, I know.
Cindy, you don't think that the smoke that's going down your throat?
Yeah, no, I know it does, but obviously I was willing to bypass that.
Maybe you want to lay off the weed for a day?
To be in pain, you was bypassing it to be in pain?
I wasn't in pain after I did it.
Sunny, yeah, at least for 2 days. Just try. I know it's hard. Just try for 2 days to lay off of it.
Okay, thank you for that.
Boy, she's really discarding you now.
Yeah, you can tell by the tone of her voice.
No, I'm saying thank you. I appreciate it. No, you're right.
You think you maybe want to refrain from a few things just to kind of recover? You know, we got just 2 weeks to go, Cindy. There's a lot going on, Cindy. Really,
Yeah.
you have to be mindful of that.
Okay.
You have a huge responsibility here.
Am I not here? Do I not sound okay?
No, you sound like a dude that finished a Newport.
All
So
right.
I feel like you sound regular, but if you're saying your throat is hurting, I would just maybe, get some nice warm tea, but just try to refrain from smoking at least for 2 days, because that will probably help your throat heal faster. That's what I'm saying.
And she's saying it with a lot of love, Cynthia.
And I'm receiving it.
You sure?
Thank you so much.
Well, say
Vanetta.
thank you to her. Jesus
I've
Christ.
said I have repeatedly
Look
said
at the
thank
phone
you.
and say thank you to her.
Vanetta, thank you so much. I really appreciate
Listen,
it.
She sounds fine to me.
Say that again.
I'm a ventriloquist, I swear. He said you sound fine. Oh, he said tell her I want her there.
Well, you have to comment. Well, we're gonna give you some extra work today, Vanetta. Whatever Princess is saying, could you put it in the chat room and put like Princess in the parentheses, right, Cindy? Like so we'll know. Yeah, that's what you got to. You got to do that today. Whatever Princess says, could you put in the chat room underneath yourself until he's out of jail? I would feel much better because I was thinking a moment ago, where's Princess? So now we know where he is.
That's why I was like, let me tell you, because I know you be starting to get a little.
Yeah, and then then my chin starts sweating. There's a lot going on. So do me a favor, if you can, when Princess says something, could you articulate it in the chat room if you don't mind? Just
I'll try. You do know I have an actual job to work, but I'll try.
this is your job. This is your job. Your job is to we need to know what Princess is saying.
I'm weak.
All right, you're gonna have to match my hourly wage, so I'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, God bless you. Let's clap for her.
All right.
Clap for her.
Have a good day, guys.
All right, Cindy. Okay, so salt water, lay off the weed, and more, right? And get some rest, and maybe you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's get into this. Cindy, what's going on so far? Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, come bring
We're not
it.
gonna have
And
any
I
pilaf
noticed one
today?
thing, guys. Nobody gave your boy welcome to Harvey's house. No one's gave me any kind of suggestions on driving in the dark.
That's your own problem. There's
Nobody's
nothing-
giving me no suggestions on that. What's good, guys?
What are they supposed to tell you for that?
Tell me something.
I gave you a suggestion.
Go ahead.
I told you to get a 5-hour energy, and you obviously drink coffee. What more can somebody tell you to do to stay awake?
I don't drink coffee at night. Maybe I should have one at night, right? What do you think?
Ugh.
Exactly. I don't like that.
I don't know. Maybe that might help.
Let's do
Does it keep, like, for me, coffee does absolutely nothing. Even energy drinks like Red Bull.
Right.
That's why I was surprised about the 5-hour energy shot. But everything else, it doesn't, like, do anything for me.
There's nothing for me.
So why do you drink the coffee? It's just for the taste?
Yeah, no, I have an addictive personality.
Oh, so you just
I'm
gotta.
obsessive and compulsive. It's just gotta happen.
So you just
See,
have to do it?
It's either that or cocaine, which is that's.
Mickey McGregor said, I said get you a yerba mate water.
She said that for you or me.
That's for Shawn or for me? What is yerba mate water?
Nobody gave me no suggestions.
Yerba.
They don't care about me.
What is that? That's something with like some kombucha in it or something? What
Only
is
thing y'all
yerba-
want me to do is turn the system on and make you laugh in the morning.
Yeah, and
So
get
you
to
want.
the make heavy on the get to making us laugh.
Yeah,
point.
that's all y'all care about. I could run into a brick wall. Y'all wouldn't even care.
We'd care.
Y'all don't care.
Then we'd want to know where the funny's coming from.
50,000 suggestions for City. I'm about to run in a wall. Nothing.
Shawn.
Go ahead.
That's because you've been alive 10,000 years. They
Oh,
were like,
really?
they're like, you should already know what to do. What they gonna tell a grown man? What they gonna tell you, Shawn?
Just because
I'm just a baby. I still got more learning to do.
But City, oh my God. But City,
I'm
at
just
my
a baby.
elderly age, I'm still open for suggestions. Why you think I come here in the morning? I need you guys to help me out as well. What,
You
go
too
ahead.
grown for that.
All right.
Okay, I had something from Tell It Tuesday that I didn't get to do because I came in a little late.
Go ahead.
But we can do it today.
Let's go for
I
it.
didn't know. If people
How's that
were calling.
throat? We need a throat report.
It's going okay. It's just But this is from online, and I thought, people were going back and forth online, and I thought that it would be good to see what you guys think, or if you've ever been in this situation before. Um, my partner makes considerably more money than me. I'm recently engaged and having a hard time wrapping my mind around how to equitably share income and expenses. My partner makes considerably more money than I do. He's a doctor, salaried around 600K a year. I work in education and make less than 50K a year. How should we move forward with splitting the bills?
How much is? Say that again.
And people, online, a lot of people were like, first off, girl, why are you trying to pay any bills?
Wait,
You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on.
And then other people were saying that maybe just find a way where maybe his salary covers the majority of the bills and her salary maybe is used more as like a disposable income or more things that they need around the house, toiletries, food, things like that.
Well, first, before we get into that, Cindy, day after your birthday celebration on live podcast, I will be here Friday at 100% committed before I go away. I got to go to Florida that night. No, I think, yeah. Cindy B Love will be sitting here with me, and Miss Miko. So we'll keep the show rolling in that sense. And you said you won't be back until Tuesday, right?
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, so B will be sitting here Monday. Friday B will be here. I don't know how much Tamiko's gonna party, but it should be Tamiko, myself, and B on that Friday. So you guys will see B Love here in the studio. She's been here before, but that'd be a special treat. And also on Monday. Now, Cindy, who makes more money?
Oh, sorry, I have more. There's more over
Okay.
here to the letter. Okay, so you guys heard the first part. She also said, if this adds some context to it, she said, I am not a big spender, but also not a saver. I am divorced, have joint custody of my teenage children, get no alimony or child support, and after the bills are paid and a little bit of discretionary spending, mostly by her daughter, I pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. I am afraid of debt, so I have none. I rent a home, don't use credit cards, live modestly, enjoy shopping at thrift stores, and my car is 8 years old with over 220,000 miles. He is very money conscious on some things, but also spends extravagantly on other things. He has a home mortgage, a mortgage on a Lamborghini, and student loans. He pays his ex 40% of his salary in alimony, but that will end in a few months. He's got teenagers too, so several more years of paying child support. He's basically living paycheck to paycheck as well, just with bigger paychecks. Other than saying that he expects me to contribute and not just chill while he's working, he won't fully communicate his financial wishes and expectations. We are currently looking at buying a home together, so the issue is somewhat pressing. And he's the one making the bigger salary. He's making 600,000. She's making 50,000.
So
in
basically,
education.
for the next couple of years or next couple of months or whatever they've been going through, they basically make the same salary.
I don't think it would be the same.
Yeah, because his debt
But okay,
is
so if
unbelievable.
he's like 40%, so he's making
40%.
what, 300.
Oh my God.
So he's bringing home 350
Okay, so
a year.
and
which
what does
breaks
he
them.
want? What does he want her to do?
He says he expects her to contribute, but he's not really saying what he wants her to contribute to. So I think she's just kind of like, I don't know how we should do this.
Okay, this is how you do it.
When he basically you basically can support us, but you want me to contribute. Okay, so what do I contribute to?
Yeah, this is what you do. We're gonna keep it real light.
You gonna keep it real light?
And
Let me go to the chat room.
let's keep it real light. Pay the light bill, okay? Pay that. Hold on. Get that the whole Netflix internet thing. Get that. You could do that at 40,000. and maybe the little local sewage bill. We could do that because some of these bills are every 90 days. That Netflix, that light bill, little something like that. At least do that. I'm gonna handle they live together.
Yeah.
I'm gonna handle the mortgage and all that. I'll pay that because I'm making a tremendous amount of money, even with 40% of even 40% of my pay going to the ex-wife, and that solves that problem because she only makes 40,000, right? 50,000. So you just pay that. So you pay that. You know, obviously you're smart with your money. You don't have no debt. You don't have no credit cards, and I would say that would be something relevant. And I think the man should, be open-minded to that. But the major problem with this is the fact that you've been dealing with this man who has to give 40% of his salary, his salary to his ex-wife for spousal support. I guess that doesn't include the child support. Right. So my question is to the ladies and to the men, will you deal with a person that has to give 40% of their salary to their ex-wives? And this is on a regular income. I don't know how a relationship can survive if a man is making under $100,000 a year when paying the ex-wife 40%. That's $60,000. That's just a regular salary. Maybe if the man is making $1 million or whatever, that doesn't. Maybe it doesn't affect the relationship financially. But men or women, are you willing to deal with a man who has to give up 40% of his money, of his income to his ex-wife? And on top of that, what about the emotional part of that? That ex-wife is going to feel superior all the time. She's the ex-wife, and at the moment, she's taking 40% of his income. I think a woman or a man that would be a challenge for me. That would be a challenge for me to be in a relationship and knowing that the person I'm with has to gets 40% of the money, and the other person is getting that money and strutting all back and forth like nothing's happening. Like everything is all good.
Well, you can't really hold that against the other person. If I'm coming into a situation and you're over here paying somebody 40%, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'd be glad that they're at least paying it.
Yeah, but what about the mental part of it? The real everyday situation. So you're paying 40% to the wife, which you have to do, no question about it, and then tack on that child support, right? So literally over half of your salary is going to the ex and these kids. How long would a woman or a man tolerate that from their partner to give up so much money, to the ex? Back to her, just pay those little bills and that should be fine. But how do you deal with that?
I don't think that's really an issue because he's making enough money that it doesn't really, he's out here with a Lamborghini. So if he was really pressed for money like that, he wouldn't be buying these things and having these other extra bills. So, I think that's, if you're on a $50,000 a year salary and, income, and you have to give half of that away, that can be stressful in a relationship. But, usually
not the stressful part of the money financially. I think the stress would be the ex.
But what if
the ex is the stress? It's like the ex is coming by, dropping off these kids. She knowing that she gets literally 52% of the man's salary. She's looking this other the new girlfriend or the person in the relationship, looking at this broad up and down. She knows that we're going through a financial struggle because 51%. Let's throw the Lamborghini. Put the Lamborghini. Keep the Lamborghini. Keep the Lamborghini in this conversation. He's still struggling with that. And sir, get rid of the Lamborghini. Crazy right now. That's stupid. That would bother me more. We could struggle together. 52% of your salary is going to those kids and that ex-wife. Okay. We can live with
nobody's talking about struggling. All she's talking about is how to split the bills.
I know.
The ex-wife is not an issue.
I know.
But you're
I know
making
that.
an issue.
Yeah, I'm
out
making
of
an issue
nothing.
because it's
what
deep.
if-
Because the story
because
goes
what if-
deeper.
No, it doesn't. What if the ex-wife is not doing anything and the kids just
You
go
know
over
how
there?
women are towards the ex-wife and the baby
I
mothers
mean,
are
listen, if
towards
you're-
these new
I
girlfriends.
understand, but if you're gonna be a petty person, the least you could do is be happy you're getting money. I mean, I don't know how much more you can rub that in somebody's face. You're already getting the money. I could see you being more bitter if you weren't getting no money and you were in a relationship. But I mean, what are you gonna be obsessed with? What other people, how other people feel? If you're in a relationship with somebody, you're in there because you love them. You're willing to do whatever. You guys are trying to focus on what you're doing.
I'm talking about the pettiness of the women.
Yes,
Cindy.
okay, but people are
But
gonna
that's
be like
part
that.
of the equation.
It's not
a perfect world.
It's not part of
These
this
ex-wives,
equation.
these ex-wives and these baby mothers are out here talking crap about these new girlfriends or the relationships that their baby fathers are in,
Listen.
and they're laughing about
Listen,
that.
if this
Now, if
was-
it comes to sharing the bills, I just said that light bill, gas bill, and Netflix, you handle that. I handle
But
the rest.
even though I'm saying, to me, the real issue is, why are you wanting me to contribute when you can support us yourself?
He can't support. He's paying 40% plus child support, even at $600,000.
Yeah,
That's
but
a
you're
lot of
already
money.
okay. But you over here telling me to pay a $20 internet bill? Do
Yeah.
you really need me to contribute?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you have to.
No, I think
contribute.
that's the biggest
You're a
issue.
grown-ass woman. Excuse me. You're a grown ass woman. You have to contribute.
Listen,
Even
if
if I make
I-
$600,000 and you make $50,000, pay a bill. Say, honey, I got the Netflix bill.
Not when
Say
these
something.
no.
You can't
What's
live.
the point?
And
of
then
being
what if I
with
get
somebody that's gonna be
And
that makes the most money to me? Because I was watching this show one time. This
You
guy
gotta-
was making over $1 million, and he was dating his girlfriend. She had lost her job, and she was struggling. She was living with a roommate. And he was just straight up in the camera like, that doesn't affect me. She has to be an adult and take care of her own responsibilities, blah, 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 blah. All this other stuff he would take her out to dinner and go Dutch. So that's why
That's extreme.
So that's why I seen this story. And I was like, I wonder how people feel about that when you're with somebody that obviously knows that they make more money than you and could take care of everything, but they want you to do that. I think that's a bigger issue there. I want to be with you.
All right. First of all, shout out to our folks in Rochester, New York, 100.9 WXIR. We truly appreciate you guys as well. And guys, listen to the show. You can download their app, go to their website, 100.9.com, WXIR, and listen to the show here and listen to their programming up there. And special shout out to all those folks in Rochester, New York. We truly appreciate you. This is the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with Cindy J, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. All right, Cindy, we got B Love on the phone. Let's clap for B real quick. All right, B, what's your thoughts real quick?
I'm with you, Shawn. You won't be winning. I would have a whole problem with a whole, chick winning, and I'm sitting here like me and you arguing over the Netflix bill. I'm sitting here in my 8-year-old car wearing my Nikes from Cole that I got on sale or TJ Maxx or whatever, because I'm not that girl. And Shorty is rolling up in the Benz truck, jumping out with her red bottoms, talking about, I'm going to the spa. No, I would not be okay with that, Shawn. Just so you know, I'm with you. No, we will be winning together. But as far as paying the bill, yeah, I think that's equitable. You got to do something in a relationship, even if it's a little something, just to show that you're contributing. And I'm not talking about like the regular stuff at home. I don't know what it is financially. Even those the men who got it and don't really care, they for some reason appreciate that you do something like that. So I'm with you, Shawn, on this one.
Yeah, you got to pay
But there's
something.
also the men out there that don't want women to pay anything.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
They want to buy them all this stuff. So my thing is like, girl, why are you with him?
I don't think this.
Obviously, if you get yourself a high earner and you have all this other extra stuff going on, I say you need to get out of there and don't look into getting a home with him. Because to me, that's petty. If I was making enough money and I had a man, I wouldn't expect him to pay anything. I would just be like, okay, whatever, we're living our life. You're bringing joy to me. We're having a good thing. If you want to start something, like if you want to start a business, I would even help you with that. If you want to have some purpose to yourself. But to me, I just feel like it's petty to be like, they're already struggling in their regular life. And if I'm making enough money to make your life better, why wouldn't I do that?
No, yeah, I get what you're saying, but there's only like
I want you struggling to pay bills too while I'm over here driving a Lamborghini.
No.
Like, to me, the it just don't make sense.
See, if I definitely agree with you, but the problem with that is there is literally 0.3% of men that can even be in a financial bracket to just pay for everything. But then paying for everything, there's some downfalls with that as well. Certain men or women have certain personalities that really can't deal with that. Some men who can pay for everything are very controlling. There's a downfall with that as well. So I just think
he's still gonna be controlling.
Let me.
If he's gonna make her pay bills.
Let me finish.
And you gonna say stuff to me while I'm over here busting my butt, working 7 days a week to help you pay bills and help pay this alimony, and then you gonna sit here over here and still tell me what to do? That's the gag for me.
See, my whole thing is and have a productive adult conversation. Even though the man can pay, it's okay. Men or women, we just put both men and women in this equation. It's okay for the person who doesn't make the same amount of money to say, hey, I know, we're good, but for me, I just want to pay the cable bill. I just need to do that. I just want to pay it, and even though it really doesn't matter, but this is something that I want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that, Cindy J.
I mean, more power to you. It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Wouldn't be me.
It wouldn't be me. Paying for yourself anyway. My whole thing is, if you would be responsible for yourself if I wasn't here with all this money to pay the bills. So my whole thing is whatever you contribute. And sometimes just as an individual person, like, it's just like, I need to contribute something. You know what I mean? Whether I have it or not. Even if I have it and he's telling me you don't have to worry about anything, I'm going to find some way to contribute in some way. Whether it's going to pick up groceries, whatever it is, I'm going to contribute. So that's just, now to your point, Sunny, the expectation, it does seem kind of petty, but when you think about his overhead, it kind of makes sense. He has it, but he doesn't have it. And that's what people don't understand. When you make six figures, half of that money, unless you're in like a $500,000 and up range, a lot of that money is going to taxes anyway.
That's true, but she's also sitting here with an 8-year-old car with over 200,000 miles on it. Like, she's not, I don't think her being in his life is adding any extra bills to him, honestly.
Well,
that's why I say, like, come on. And I'm even mad that you're sitting there with an 8-year-old car with over 200,000 miles, sis. He can't even get you a Toyota, Honda, nothing.
I mean, for me,
girl, bye. It sounds like a rough outlook for you, and you should run for the hills from this man.
Well, for me,
run for the hills, girl.
If I was in that position, and
signing a mortgage with his ass.
If I was in that position, and the woman was making all this tremendous amount of money,
and she's in education, she's a teacher, for God's sake.
Well, okay, teachers don't make the money. They don't have the money.
I thought you loved teachers. I guess not. I guess you sit over there with your Lamborghini like it's all good.
Yeah, of course. But
please,
no doubt.
Please make it make sense for me, honey.
I'm just saying this. I personally, if I was in that position and I was making the less amount of money.
I know men working at factories buying their girls' cars. Like, come on.
If I was in that position, and I didn't have, I made $50,000 or whatever it is, I'm going to go to my partner and go, listen, I know you got everything, but I'm going to pay this cable bill. I need to do that for me. And whatever the person says, I'm for sure they go, all right, if you want to pay the cable bill, then that's what it is. I'm just assuming that person would do that. I can't take that person to the Galapagos Islands. Maybe we could just go to the Caribbean. I will surprise that person with some of the money that I make to say, hey, listen, this is what I can't afford to take you to the restaurants that you take me to, but I could take you here. And I think that takes the relationship to a whole nother level, because I don't want to be in this, because like I said, some folks are in a control. I'm telling you, with a lot of these.
Would you want that, Cindy? Would you want to be in a relationship relationship where the man
Yeah.
pays for everything?
Yeah,
or
she
you
loves
okay
that.
with
She's been there before, and trust me, it didn't
Absolutely.
work. If she was in one before,
Absolutely.
she was
If
in one
he
before.
didn't have mental problems, it would have been 5
Yeah,
for me, baby. And it was for 3 months.
She was there.
It was excellent.
And
I
the
loved
people,
it.
veteran listeners, they know she was there. It was a spectacle.
You know what it's like? You know what it's like to get like a $200 ticket, not have to worry about
Yeah,
it.
she was
Eating
living
out all the time.
She was living this.
Going shopping. Like, who would not love that?
But it came with so many downfalls.
I was going to say, that comes at a price tag.
It came at a price.
All of those things come at a price tag.
So
well,
again,
until you find the right one. If you find the right one,
like
then
I said,
these ladies on TikTok,
like I
they
said,
found the right one.
Like I said, you have 0.3% of men that can even do this in the first place.
It's
and
not
out of
even
the 3,
0.3.
and out of
there
the 0.
are regular men out here, Shawn, making less money than that, taking care of not
All
only
the
their
bills.
wife, but children as well. I've seen it. I know people that
So
do that.
you're
The
saying-
wife doesn't have to work. She stays at home. They go on trips
So
every
are
year.
you saying that-
there's regular people doing it every day.
So you're saying that you know somebody that has a regular everyday salary that takes 40% of their money to give it to the ex-wife, hear me out, that's also paying child support, hear me out, and still paying for all the bills at home with a regular salary.
Yeah, who is that?
What's
You know somebody like that.
well, I don't. They're not paying
Thank you.
40%
But you got
to
the last
alimony.
word.
But he's even with paying alimony and his child support. This man is still making more money than
That's
that
true.
person.
I'm not debating that, but I'm just
So
saying
what are
she
you
could.
saying?
I'm saying she could pay a bill, and if she has that
Okay,
conversation
yes,
with him.
okay, fine.
Hey, honey, I
All
want to
right.
pay the cable bill. I
Okay.
need to pay this for my own self-esteem or for whatever. All right, go ahead and pay it. You're right, though. There's some men. I did a show with this guy. Remember I told you the guy with the Mayweather? He had this big-ass mansion. I've never seen a house so big before in my life. And obviously his wife wasn't paying for anything. I understand that.
Like, I feel like, because, like, what does that even look like? Like,
Some
you
people
want
want
me
to pay
you want me-
something.
okay, listen, if you want to, cool. But the fact that there's the expectation that you have to me, okay, and I know everybody has their own thing, but for me, it just wouldn't be for me. That's crazy to me.
But you got the last word, and then we're going to move on.
Listen, I'm with Cindy. I understand if you find somebody who can pay for everything and it's not an issue, which is very rare. But if you can find that, I am with you. But other than that, relationships are partnerships, and you got to find some way to level it out. And girl, now you know what you're getting, because this all goes back to the letter that Cindy was reading. You know what you're getting, and you know what you're working with. You don't need any advice from us. You got to figure out if this is what you want to continue to do, or if you need to move on. Take your little 8-year-old car with you 200,000 miles and get another 50 on it, and go find yourself somebody, like Cindy said, who's gonna pay all the bills. Ride that Honda.
I'm not splitting bills with somebody making over $500,000.
I get you.
sorry.
I hear you. Men that make this tremendous amount of money, please call in 570-982-6950. All right, B, I need you to get back in the chat room and get in and read the chat room for us, okay?
Okay, no problem. I'm in the chat room. Basically, W.M. Dixon said, that's the dumb stuff that gets women messed up. Same goes for men. You have to be responsible for yourself. Period. Anything another person does for you is a blessing. We are responsible for ourselves. I agree. But when you come into a partnership, let's not lie and act like somebody's not going to do more work than the other. And I think it's just, that relationship. And then he says his wife actually runs the house. He clearly runs the financial responsibility. Their yin and yang works, but not for the masses. So yeah, I think the consensus is be responsible for yourself, and in the chat. But whatever works for y'all works for y'all.
Right.
Whatever works for individual people works for individual people.
All right.
Fact said that in this book. Yeah.
Thanks, B.
Yes, no problem.
All right, cool. See, that was a very stimulating conversation.
Y'all out here.
A young lady.
Y'all out here are crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna also follow that. I'm gonna also follow B sentiment. Yeah, everybody, you gotta be responsible for yourself, regardless of what the situation is. That's all I'm saying. That's it. B, you just never know, and we saw it in real time here with Cindy J. And I'm not a relationship expert. I've been in 78 relationships. Been thrown out of 57 women houses.
Well,
I've
yeah,
been
girl.
in 3.
Why-
I've been in 3. I got 3 baby mothers. Married twice and divorced. I'm not that guy.
Why stop at the why stop at the cable bill? Just go out and get a second and third job and
Well, I'm
help,
just saying.
and help chip away at that mortgage, girl.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
And if that gets you some peace, then that'll be fine with you
Yeah, do
because
that.
it's horrific.
You seem like you want to put more on yourself, so
That's
you
right.
do that to be an equal in your
and
partnership.
and I want to say this before you move on to all those ladies that are out there, and I'm gonna just speak to the women that are held in bondage of your man paying every bill in sight, and you don't have an opinion on anything, and you can't articulate the way you feel, and you're walking on eggshells in your house. You have a friend in Harvey.
You have a friend in me too.
Call me at 570-982-6950. Don't have that husband call. And let's chop it up. Because I know even though the bills are getting paid, you're sad. You're sad. You're so sad. Because your total dependence is on one individual. Call him. 570-982-6950. Welcome to Harvey's house. Cine World, different view. Go ahead, Cine. Because there are some housewives out there and women out there that are suffering.
Yeah, they're mostly doing it for their kids.
Right.
Shaq cites black people don't like pretzels as the reason he sold his Auntie Anne's business. Shaq, I know you lying because I love me an Auntie Anne's pretzel. Basketball legend and NBA Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal has managed to explore some pretty significant business ventures off the court. However, when it came to one of his deals with Auntie Anne's, the 15-time NBA All-Star did not quite think that move was a slam dunk. In an interview, he said he gave an unusual reason why he decided to let go of the Auntie Anne's stores. He said, we love pizza. I sold my Auntie Anne's because black people don't like pretzels that much. So I had to switch it up. It's unclear if he still owns all 17 of his Auntie Anne's franchise stores across the U.S. However, they were reportedly in his portfolio. The interviewer claimed that black people eat cinnamon pretzels, but Shaq quickly rejected that statement as he referenced only basing his business decisions on logic and rationale, not emotions. He's ventured into a variety of spaces that include Auntie Anne's, a Krispy Kreme franchise, Five Guys, a movie theater, and several Papa John's branches. He even has a burger place named after him called Shaquille's in L.A. So Shaq doesn't think black people like pretzels. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you guys like Auntie Anne's. Or
listen. Hold on. Vanetta, George, can we get a Prentice update? What's going on, Prentice?
Not Apprentice.
Hold on, let me get my life together. I'm gonna take a nap at 12 noon, guys. I'm gonna go get my nails done and then I'm gonna go take a nap. Just to give you an update. He's right. Black folks don't like pretzels like that.
What?
I mean, every once in a while we run through a pretzel. It's not like we
What's
wake
that
up
other pretzel place? Wetzel's? You ever
it's
go
not
there?
like we get up in the morning and say, "Oh my God, I need a pretzel." The Babylonians, they love pretzels. Latinos, we all love pretzels. We do. And now they put and at this Auntie Annie's, right? Auntie Annie's. That's the name of the place.
Yeah. Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, you could throw the cheese on the pretzels and all kind of sauce and all that stuff, right? And it's nothing wrong with a warm pretzel, but it's not a go-to food for the African American. Nobody goes to the baseball game. They got a lot of pretzels at the baseball game. You hear the vendors, they're like, popcorn, peanuts, Kobe, popcorn, peanuts, pretzels. You know that guy, and then we yell out. We don't even get the pretzel there. So, folks, Shaquille O'Neal is absolutely right. We don't like pretzels like that. Honestly, okay, if a pretzel's around, we might snatch one up. But you don't go to the supermarket and go, let me get those frozen pretzels. We don't do that. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you have a pretzel in your house right now. Put a number 2 if you don't. Cindy, give me 7 number 2s. I don't. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you have a pretzel. You're not about that life. Shaquille O'Neal is right. He's a great businessman. He's bailing out of that thing. And isn't a pretzel seasonable? Do you have a pretzel in the wintertime?
Seasonable.
Do you have a pretzel in the wintertime, summertime? When do you eat the pretzels? We don't eat that. It lands in our lap because we're in some type of location where there's a pretzel. Nobody, black folks, we don't eat the pretzels like that.
I love the pretzels.
Do you have one in your refrigerator?
I don't
No.
know. It's whenever. It's
Yes
whenever
or no? Do you have a pretzel in your refrigerator?
No.
No.
But why
Ask
would,
me, do I have a pretzel in my refrigerator, CJ?
do you have a pretzel? In
I
your
don't have. We don't allow pretzels in my house. You don't even know that's the gang sign for the Babylonians.
Why would?
You don't even know what the origin of the pretzel is, the way it's twisted up.
But whenever you're in the mall and you see a pretzel place, there's a line.
Exactly. A line of who? Not black folks. When the last time you seen a line? When the last time you seen this? When the last time you seen this? Black folks trying to get a present. When you see
It was me. I was the black person.
So you was the only black folks amongst all these Babylonians
I love
with
pretzels.
a pretzel.
Yes.
Nobody has one. Knock it off with these pretzels, everybody. Shaquille O'Neal's right.
Not Shaquille O'Neal is right. B-Love said the pretzels with the hot dogs in them. That is crack.
All right, but do you have one in your house right now? No.
My favorite one of the pretzels is the almond pretzel with the caramel dip, or just a regular original.
I used to eat the pretzel back in the day when I worked in Midtown Manhattan as a bike messenger. I don't know how the hell I did that. And I had no money to eat the lunch, and I'll go to those freaking carts with the condition, the pretzels in the hot dog, and I'll eat one of them big-ass pretzels, and it'll last me all the way to 7 o'clock at night.
Because you have to eat them when they're warm.
Okay? So, but don't sit there telling me that black folks are eating pretzels. We're not.
We
Shaquille,
are.
you are a genius. Not only one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Remember at his peak in his career, he was unstoppable. He won the chips with Miami. He won the chips with, may rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Remember that layup when Kobe drove to the rack and did the alley-oop and Shaq dunked the ball and they won. And then he reacted like this. A great basketball player. Also a great businessman. He got the Starbucks. He got the Auntie pretzels. Nobody ain't dealing with no pretzels like that. How many people in the chat room said they had pretzels in their refrigerator? None of them.
What was the number 2 for?
If you didn't have a pretzel.
Wow, number 2. Everybody put
Everybody,
number 2.
because no one has one.
Mickey McGregor, she put a 1. You got some pretzels in there, girl?
Take a picture of it, the pretzel, right now, and put it. Mickey, take a picture of that pretzel and put it in the group room right now. I don't believe you.
What type of pretzel?
I don't believe you.
Hey, Gwen Mosley, are you a new listener?
I don't.
Hey,
Yeah,
girl.
Gwen, that's my homegirl from up there when we do the Saturday show. I mean, the Friday night laughs in at the Coliseum. Matter of fact, we have tickets for intro for November the 12th. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team. We'll be in the building. That's Gwen. She works the door over there for my man Doug B, super promoter at the Coliseum, hosted by Talent and myself on once a month Friday. You know, and I put those lives up with a band and all that. That's where we are, and that's where she is. So God bless her. And Gwen, I bet you don't have a pretzel in your refrigerator or in your house. We don't eat the pretzels. Y'all just jump up and say, I love pretzels, I eat them. But if you think about it, you don't.
Vanetta says she hates pretzels.
I'm going to give her a round of applause.
Vanetta. She
Yeah,
says she
you
don't
should.
like soft or hard pretzels.
Well, let's put a pause on soft and hard. And where did the pretzel originate from? Pretzel, get it? Like Haagen-Dazs? It came from the motherland? Haagen-Dazs, Hagen? Hitler and those guys, they hate the pretzel.
B-Love, could you let
You
us
don't
know where
even know
pretzels
where
come
the
from?
origin of the pretzel, but black folks, we always do it. We sit there and jump on this Babylonian food. We don't know where it came from. If you look back in the history, when we was down there being slaves, right, they gave us slop. Did they throw a pretzel in there? No. Knock it off.
I am so done with this. I cannot believe you. I'm shocked. I'm shocked to learn this about all of you. I love pretzels.
Because I don't know.
I want one right now. It's like so buttery. It's so.
Whoa.
I even love the pretzels from.
Whoa.
You guys ever had a pretzel from Wawa?
Those pretzels are good.
Those are good.
Yeah, but But you don't run in there every day to get 5 Wawa pretzels. That's what I'm trying to make. You don't do it.
I do.
And the only reason why you're about that pretzel life because you hung around with a lot of Babylonians in East Stroudsburg back in the day.
You know, my
And
son likes pretzels.
and your mother and your father wouldn't allow you to watch. And this is facts for the new listeners. Her mother and her father wouldn't allow her to watch no black shows because they wanted her to be this crossbreed Babylonian hybrid black neighbor that. A hybrid black neighbor to be around these Babylonians. And Linda Jacobs kicking herself to this day for that. Because the only thing Cindy did, she tried to keep Cindy around these Babylonians. What happened? Cindy hang around with neighbors every day. And breaking news, Cindy's a neighbor herself. So black folks, leave these pretzels alone. You know, stupid pretzels.
Okay, I'm sorry. I guess Shaquille O'Neal and everybody else is the same. Shout out to B Love. She did the research. She said they come from Germany.
Exactly. Who said that? I said that. Harvey said that the pretzels came from Germany. Y'all don't even know that. What's wrong with you people?
Gwen says she don't got no pretzels.
Exactly. Look how she said. Gwen says she ain't got no pretzels. We don't have no pretzels. If you go into a black house or African American house and they hand you pretzels, you get the hell out of there.
I mean, I don't like the pretzels like in the bag, like those pretzels. But like, let's say like I'm at a bar or something and they like have them on the table, like I might take one or two. But if I'm going to the mall, boom, I'm stopping at Auntie Annie's or the Wetzel pretzel dude. He's all right. Auntie Anne's is what is the truth, and I'm getting one.
I
don't
so
care.
disappointed.
I might get two.
Well, go ahead and get one today. Do you have the Auntie app? AAA?
I should get it because they give you rewards and I could get a free pretzel just for signing up.
Damn, you're a Babylonian lover. And not even an urban Babylonian. Boy, you're a moderate Babylonian lover. For the new listeners, Babylonians are white folks. Go ahead.
And I'm going to get me a one from Wawa as well.
Yeah.
So
maybe I should have a pretzel tonight after the comedy show. Maybe that might keep me awake. We're in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania tonight. New York King talent. Shawn Harvey's in the building. I'm featuring for the world famous Michael Blackson. That's it. No pretzels. Leave that alone. Shaquille O'Neal, I applaud you. I'm a big fan of yours. I follow you on social media. His daughter's one of the top basketball players in the lead of basketball players for these young ladies. She's about 6'6". A woman is a tall ass woman. The wife, the ex-wife, what's her name? Shawnee, right?
Yeah.
She got the new husband of some.
He's a pastor.
Yo, bro, man, get out of that relationship. What are you doing? You moved into the house that Shaq built?
Listen, leave Shawnee and her man
none of that pastor money got you some marble staircase, bro.
Leave him alone. Shaq has already, he knows what he did to Shawnee. She's a strong, beautiful black woman for putting up what she did.
She lives in Shaq's house.
And she's reaping the benefits. She's reaping the benefits of the years that she put in being faithful and sturdy for this man through all his BS and birthing him 5 children.
Yeah, she secured the bag on that.
It.
But I'm gonna tell you this, Pastor.
Leaving him a legacy.
I'm gonna tell you this, Pastor. Not even the Lord's gonna save your punk ass. It's gonna take a minute. Shawnee's gonna get tired of your ass. Go ahead, next. Shaq, you are a hero,
She's
bro.
Happy.
And I wouldn't do it.
I'm weak.
If Shawnee O'Neal came and talked to me, and I knew that she was the ex-wife of Shaquille O'Neal, I'm not a part of that mess.
You're not a part
My
of that.
self-esteem being damaged every time I walk into that marble house.
What if they probably don't live with I think she probably sold that thing.
You know what I mean?
They don't live there no more.
She's not used to no pastor salary, I tell you that much.
Ex-NBA players, a lot of like crazy things going on with these players.
This is the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with Cindy J. This is where you get your morning love. Go ahead, Cindy.
Ben Gordon, former NBA player, was arrested after allegedly striking his 10-year-old son. Ben Gordon, according to reports on Monday, former shooting guard for the Chicago Bulls, Ben Gordon was arrested at LaGuardia Airport for allegedly hitting his 10-year-old son. Following the alleged incident, Ben was waiting for a flight to Chicago when Port Authority police prevented him from getting onto the flight and cuffed him at about 8:45 p.m. Sources claim that his son was escorted by an aunt and taken to Long Island Jewish Children's Hospital for evaluation. Gordon awaits the charges pending against him at Port Authority Police Station House. Police sources claim the two officers who were a part of the arrest received minor injuries, although no reports state how or where they were injured. This isn't the 39-year-old's first time behind bars. In the past, he was arrested for an alleged assault and robbery back in 2017. The Mount Vernon native was also arrested for driving with a forged license plate and setting off fire alarms inside his LA residence when there was no fire. Ben Gordon has been open in the past about his mental health issues.
What's his name again?
Ben Gordon?
Ben Gordon, boy, he was a superstar. I think, if I'm not correct, if Fig calling, I know you're scared of Cindy. I think he was a superstar at the University of Connecticut. Yeah, Mount Vernon legend. I think maybe Amir Silly could elaborate on his guy from living up in that area. But Ben Gordon was a tremendous basketball player back in the day. When he came into the NBA, he had a regular NBA career, but mental illness, of course, running rapid. I'm assuming, I'm just saying this, if there's a custody issue with this child, Ben, say bye-bye, because the court's going to take the child away from you. You punched your son in the stomach, like we talked about yesterday. You
didn't
could
say that. He said he smacked him.
A smack, a punch, whatever, in the stomach.
He smacked fire out of him because supposedly his aunt took him to the hospital.
Right. So listen, these 10-year-olds could catch too, but not today. Like we talked about yesterday, you can't be punching nobody. Listen, I used to get smacked all the time when I was a kid. I used to get beat for no reason. I used to catch a beating for something that my parents used to tell me I didn't do yet. So I caught a beating. I caught a beating because my father was from the South, and he had his own mental issues growing up in the southern part of Alabama, and I'll catch a beating for that. And we used to catch nice beatings out in the street. But you can't do that. My mother kicked my ass one day in front of Woolworths on Fordham Road. Kids used to get their ass whooped right in front of folks in back in the 70s, back in my day.
Right.
But you can't smack, or as you would say, you can't smack fire out of fire.
He smacked fire out of him. If that's it, he was in the hospital.
Imagine getting smacked and fire coming out.
That's what happened to the little boy.
I'm picturing that, and my sympathies go out to this little boy. And then, Jesus, I do believe you, Ben. You do have mental issues. The Port Authority police came up. You started smacking fire out of them.
They got injured.
They got injured. You did them a favor because they're going on disability. Get that money, officers. I'm not mad at you. I'm hoping that you're both African-American officers where you can get that money. And if you have a court order with this child, kiss that goodbye.
Yeah.
You can't smack fire out of a 10-year, poor 10-year-old.
10 years old.
Damn, 10 years.
What did he do? And you about to leave? Like, he went to the airport.
You know what he did? I'll tell you what he did. You want to know what he did? He's 10. That's what he did. And it stems from, he didn't like, he doesn't, I'm assuming that the baby mother and him, they hate each other. That baby mother hates this guy. He hates the baby mother. He's got mental issues. That child support is that balance is getting higher and higher each and every day. He probably had the kid for the weekend. I'm just speculating. I had to take the kid back to Chicago, and at LaGuardia Airport smacked fire out of him.
I'm weak. So sad. I hope the little boy makes a full recovery.
Yeah, little boy, I hope there's no, long, I don't know. You might smack him into a girl. I don't know, like the way we lit it. I don't know. You might have smacked genders. I'm just saying this. If I was a family, Cindy, if you was a family court judge, and there was an order here for shared custody, and Ben walks in, after being in jail, he's got to go to family court after criminal court. and say him and them baby mothers doing a 50-50 split, what would be your punishment for Ben Gordon for his shared custody if he was in that situation and you was the judge? What would you do?
He's getting all types of parenting classes, anger management classes, therapy, and for 3 months you're gonna have supervised visitation.
Okay, now, Cindy, ask me if I was a judge, what I'm doing.
Shawn, if you were the judge, what are you gonna do?
Full custody to the mother. You're done. I'll give you a supervised weekend every other month. You're not gonna smack fire out of a tender, because if you smack them, if you smack them in public, God knows what you're doing in private. You say in private you're smacking fire out of his ass. Fire coming out of his ass in private. You did that in public, and the auntie was there, had to snatch him up. Where's the baby mother?
I don't know. This is all strange.
Right. What else?
Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon.
Shout out to my ladies. Dennis Rodman's daughter, Trinity Rodman, is the highest paid player in National Women's Soccer League. Okay, Trinity, who's only 19 years old, and the daughter of NBA Hall of Famer Dennis Rodman, is the highest paid player in league history. The 2021 Rookie of the Year received a contract extension with the Washington Spirit. Her new extension includes a 4-year deal for $1.1 million, currently more than what she was earning under her prior agreement, a 3-year contract with a net pay of $42,000.
Damn.
Oh my God. What is that? A 3-year contract with so that means in the total of the 3 years, she's only going to get $42,000
Per year.
Oh, per year. Okay. Well, that's
Hopefully
still...
hopefully that's still low. I'm hoping
Yeah.
that's because if it's 3 years, I hope it's not what's that? 12,000 a year. 42 divided by 12 is what? What is that?
What? Horrible. She has an option to extend her contract with the 2024 National Women's Soccer League champion team until 2025. Trinity will earn $281,000 yearly, surpassing the $250,000 salaries of Alex Morgan and Megan Rapinoe, 2 U.S. women's national team superstars. Rodman signed a 3-year contract last year with an average base pay of $42,000 plus housing and bonuses. Trinity has made a name for herself, having a successful season, which led her to be selected as the league's youngest player in the first round of the NWSL draft in January of last year. Rodman won Rookie of the Year, the Young Player of the Year award from U.S. Soccer, and was the only one from her team to be invited to the U.S. women's national team training camp. Trinity has been compared to other soccer superstars, and many speculate Trinity will soon become a star of the U.S. women's national team and reach the heights of Morgan and Rapinoe. Shout out to her.
The Rodman family is a very productive family. If it wasn't for Dennis Rodman, guys, none of you would have these stupid tattoos on your arms. He was the one who started that movement. He left the black culture. As a black man, he went to that whole rock and roll persona, and then he started with the drag queen kind of look with the lipstick and all the ear piercings. And at first we thought he was weird, but actually he was a trendsetter. And then he got traded from the Chicago Bulls. He got traded from the Detroit Pistons, I believe. Came over to the Chicago Bulls, and he sleeved those arms with tattoos as an NBA player. And boy, he rocked everybody's world. Leading NBA rebounder at 6'7". He was pushing everybody out the way. He was almost grabbing 20 rebounds per game, which is unheard of even today. And he even got married. Remember, he had the wedding dress on, Cindy J? He came out the courthouse. He had a big wedding dress on. Such a spectacle. But who knew that he was to become one of our leading statesmen? Freed someone out of North Korea, and North Korea, the communist leader Kim Jong-un thinks he's God, and he was going over to try to get Brittany Griner out of that cage. But look what he blossomed into. He didn't have to smack fire out of his daughter. Didn't have to smack no fire out of her.
Yeah.
She achieved in life as a soccer player. Everybody has this argument that the women should be making more money with the same equal pay as the soccer player. I totally disagree. But this is a great look for her. She's obviously a top athlete, and that's a great look. I'm going to applaud this young lady.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. They should all be making, money like
Nobody
that.
out there watching women's soccer. It's like black people with pretzels. Go ahead.
But they should, because soccer is the most
It's the
popular
sport.
global sport,
Yeah, of course.
right? So come on, like,
Yeah, but there's more. But
it's just
Manchester,
we know it's wrong.
CJ,
Pay the
Manchester United and Chelsea in the British Football League. That's like the Yankees and the Cowboys out there.
Oh yeah, and what did I find this out about football? You guys play? They have football teams in London?
No, the NFL goes out there once a year to play a few games just to promote their brand in London. So they play a game out there,
What
once.
brand does the NFL have in London?
They're on their own brand. There's people
What?
from the U.S. that live out there in London. So, London is dominated by soccer. They call it football out there. So they're trying to bring American football out there to Europe. That's what that's all about. So they have a game once a year in England. They play it in the morning, because of the time difference. I think the Giants played last. I think the Giants played last week in London. But that's what that's all about. But shout out to Dennis Rodman. See, before you go into the next story, guys, just want to let you know. See, what we're going to do at 8:50, we're going to shut the feed down. And we're going to go to DJ Young and Nuts music. Right? And when we shut the feed down on the system, Cindy, guess what? We're going to pop up on our devices on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team and give you a few minutes of that. So at 8:50, we're going to shut it down for 1 second, and then we'll come back. We're on TikTok right now. Shout out to those folks over there. We're going to come back to the feed on our show, on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team on our device, so folks can enjoy DJ Young and Nuts music. So let's try that today. We're going to have some fun with that. And then, Cindy, we're going to get out of here. What else you got?
A substitute teacher is fired for tasteless tweets slamming black boys. Stop letting your sons pick up female traits. A Maryland substitute teacher was fired after controversial tweets of hers surfaced where she told fellow black women raising boys to please stop letting your sons pick up female traits. Amongst other contentious social media posts, the teacher, who was identified on social media as Bianca Robinson, also tweeted on Thursday that kids need to be bullied. From her Twitter handle, it's at @mostly_hated. She said, "Black women raising boys, please stop letting your sons pick up female traits. I have the bitchiest boys in my class. I know y'all have some men around somewhere there. This is getting ridiculous," one of her controversial tweets read. She went on to tweet that kids need to be bullied because bullying doesn't stop with childhood. How will they be ready to be an adult? She was also criticized for what appeared to be blatant homophobic tweets when she wrote that she was sick of schools hiring flamboyant gay men. She said, "Third day of school and I already made another kid cry." Another tweet of hers read, "These fifth graders never had a teacher from the hood, I see. I won't be spoken to in any kind of way. I will gather a child quickly and respectfully and still bring them to tears." She had initially deleted the tweet. However, screenshots were later circulated online. Her account has, as of the writing of the article, is no longer active. She was a substitute teacher at District Heights Elementary School. However, she has since been removed from her post after angry parents brought the tweets to the school's human resources as well as the superintendent's attention. While many parents were horrified by the comments, others took to Twitter to defend the counselor, saying she could have said something like put them in mentoring programs or something like that. But for her to say what she said is just atrocious, said one parent. The mindset is what's harmful. She described children with with derogatory terms because they have female traits. Weaponizing misogyny against growing children is harmful. So, It says you got to stop making excuses for these women. Her having a hard day doesn't excuse what she said. So,
Okay.
you know, some people were agreeing with her, some people weren't.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. What did she say? Hold on. Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team. Who's this?
This is Adrian.
Hi, Adrian.
Good morning. God bless you.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
How you doing, Shawn?
I'm good.
That's good. Good. I'm glad everyone made it this morning.
Thank you.
All right. First of all, I have a bone to pick with you.
No, bone to pick with you.
I get that Bern looked up the pretzel thing, and it state that it came from Germany. It also says that the monks, the Italian monks, actually started it, and it came from a prayer thing where the children folded their arms, and it came from that shape. That's where it started, back in like 16-something AD. Now, I'm from Philadelphia, okay? And we love pretzels.
Right.
We are pretzel people. We have to have it, and it is a must-have thing with our water ices.
Word.
With cheese, mustard, whatever, and it has to be warm and hot. Can't be cold.
Right.
We gotta have that, and like she said at Wawa, and they be nice and warm too, don't they?
Girl, you ain't never lied.
Let me tell you something. Down here in ATL, because that's where I live now. And Shawn, I don't know if you remember me. I had the cane at the AC thing last year with the white hat.
I think I do. That the AC event we had down there,
Yes.
the 2-day event. Well, God bless you.
Now, what you mean, God bless you? You're not talking about the pretzels, are you?
Yeah, hold on. Let me ask you this question. Everybody, Adrian's on the phone, and I'm going. How long you been listening to the show now?
I have insomnia, so sometimes I don't get to sleep till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I sometimes miss the show. It depends what time I get to go to sleep. But, you know, I catch you some mornings. I got to catch you this morning, which I'm glad.
Yes.
I try to get up and support you.
Thank you.
You know, when I do get up in the morning, when I'm able to be up at this time in the morning.
Well, God bless you. And I want you to like and share this show if you don't mind, young lady, and I appreciate you. Now,
of course.
You got a bone to pick with me, Cindy. Okay, here's the first question. And please answer honestly, and I know you are because you're a grown-ass woman. Do you have a pretzel in your refrigerator right now? That's no. Cindy, so
I ate them all. I just ate the last one.
No black folks.
Ex B-Love. She'll tell you, I'll buy them. Because, see, mind you, it's hard for me to get them down here. Because they don't have them available to us down here. They don't have them down here.
What planet do you live on? You live in Philadelphia. We talking about this pretzels.
She's in Atlanta now.
Atlanta. What, they got pretzels in Atlanta. Cindy, look up if there's pretzels. They gotta have a pretzel.
They don't have an Auntie Anne's down there?
Cindy, they gotta have a pretzel in Atlanta, Cindy.
No, they don't have salt. No, they do not. Listen to me. They don't have the soft pretzels down here in Atlanta. It's not the same. You gotta understand. You gotta understand the pretzel connoisseur that I am.
Okay, I like where she's going with this. I love it.
One person likes the pretzel. That's a connoisseur. That makes me
It's a particular type of pretzel that is liked. You just can't have any kind of pretzel. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I hear you. I apologize.
It's a particular type of pretzel, mind you, and I particularly like to have mine without salt, so they remove the salt off of mine for me.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So wait a minute, you go pick up
I like mine with salt on it.
I do too. I live on the edge. Okay, so
and I like it with mustard too.
So when the last time you had a pretzel again? Yesterday?
Oh no, it was a while ago, and trust me, I'm fiending.
Yeah.
Do anybody that you know, all the black folks you know in Atlanta that's close to you, are they eating pretzels?
Yes. Mind you, I just went to the water ice truck the other day and got me an infused water ice with Casamigos in it. It was very damn good. And he said to me, someone asked about the pretzels. He said, I'm not worried about them pretzels until next year. And I said, blasphemy, damn it. What you mean next year?
I don't know about this Philly thing.
And he looked at me, he said, hey, come on. Because it's a friend of mine, and we both from Philly. And he said, hey, you killing. I said, no, you killing me.
Cindy, you know Philly.
Where's the pretzels?
Cindy, Philly's a whole different animal down there. You know what I mean? Like, these black folks are different black folks in Philly. So I understand that maybe the pretzel movement in Philadelphia, but I still think overall black folks don't mess with. You have Adrian here, rare exception. You got the 1 percentile that black folks thrive on the pretzel. But overall, black folks ain't messing with no pretzels like that. That's all I'm saying.
They don't understand the concept of the pretzel. If you're
what?
not from Philadelphia and you don't know anything about, if you wasn't raised in Philadelphia,
Where's Mike Grassi? Get Mike Grassi on the phone. Mike, call in.
Somebody on TikTok says she said that Adrian is right.
Ask about them pretzels, Michael Blackson. They don't went to high school together.
Well, I'm gonna
ask Michael Blackson about them
I'm
pretzels.
I'm gonna see him tonight. Mike Grassi, call in because this is some weird movement here in Philadelphia with these pretzels. Because I think that's the only city in America that black folks love these pretzels. Other than that, nobody likes pretzels like that.
He know about Fred's. Trust me, Michael knows just what I'm talking about. If he's listening, he knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Not Fred. I'm gonna go today and actually get me some pretzels from Auntie
I'm gonna go get me a pretzel too. All right, Adrian, God bless you.
I want to talk about this lady too.
What?
The teacher.
Came in with an itinerary.
Wait, you gotta. All right, I'm gonna give you 2 seconds because, and then I need you to call in tomorrow for this because we gotta wrap up this show. Right, you got 2 minutes.
She's wrong.
Right.
I way wrong. Way wrong. Keep your comments and your opinions to yourself.
Yeah, but Adrian, you know what it is? Like I say all the time, we live in a polarized society. Folks feel like they can say whatever they can say online without any consequences. That's how people are. That's the way we live today. It's unfortunate. Yes, she's wrong, and people just can't shut up. They start typing and they start giving their thoughts, and it's inappropriate. This woman should get fired. I totally agree with you, but that's the world we live in today. Go ahead.
She needs to be smacked. Where's she at? So I can smack her. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Just don't type you need to be smacked.
Yeah, you just...
Don't type it in the group room because you'll be in exile like my friend Princess got.
I have because my nephew is gay. You understand?
Right.
And honey, listen, you can't change who they are. They're going to be who they are, and you have to love them regardless.
Right. As black people, we need to let go of that whole...
Let go of what?
It's the gay agenda, or they trying to turn us all gay, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yes.
Listen, we been gay.
Adrian, listen.
We been gay. It's all right, y'all.
It's okay. You're gay. We're all gay, okay? Everybody's gay, okay? Let's get that straight. Everybody's gay, okay? So let's knock that off.
Yes, we're all happy.
Okay. God bless you. Thank you. Let's clap for this young lady.
Woo! Thanks for calling in,
Thanks
Adrian.
for calling in.
And giving more black people, more black pretzel lovers that voice that we need. Because we out here. We out here.
Black people.
We out here. We need a black people pretzel convention.
Black people.
We need to come out with shirts.
I'm there. I'm there.
We're here.
My beloved black people, knock it off. Okay? Let's knock it off with this stupid pretzel. Okay? Not one of y'all have a pretzel in the house. She's in Atlanta. She can't find a pretzel. Knock it off.
What is having a pretzel in your house?
Because it's not important like that. Nobody eats pretzel. Nobody goes to the supermarket and no black folks go to the supermarket and buy a pretzel in the last 2 or 3 years. No one buys it, and that's just the facts. All right, listen.
It's not the same in the supermarket.
I get it.
How am I going to heat it up?
I get it. All right, listen, guys, we got to go. Adrian, thank you so much, man. We really appreciate you calling, okay?
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye, Adrian.
All right, guys, what we're going to do
Have a safe one, guys.
for the next couple of minutes, we definitely appreciate you guys. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Cindy, we're going to try something new. Guys, I'm going to play some music. We're going to play DJ Young and Nuts Morning Drive right now, and what I'm gonna do is, because of the music we're gonna play, we got these FM stations listening to the show, they need to hear their music. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna log off real quick. We'll be back in literally 45 seconds, and we'll chop it up with you guys for the next 2 minutes, and then we're gonna get out of here.
We just ended.
No, we're gonna end. Pause. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Cindy, we are going to, and shout out to them folks in Rochester, New York, 100.9 WXIR. We truly appreciate you guys over there. Guys, we are going to enjoy DJ Young and Nut. We are out of here for 30 seconds. Let's go. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with Cindy J and Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
I like that, y'all. I like that. Yeah, I I like